Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
It's great to have you join us. This is 32 FM 94.9. It's the morning of the 9th of September 2025, and we're bringing you the major headlines coming out of the papers this morning. My name is Kenny Durutilu. We have the Punch newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, the Tribune, the Daily Post, the Premium Times, amongst a bunch of papers that we'll be taking a look at this morning. Let's start off from the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Major story, 2027, Jonathan's camp, PDP, top shots, win Peter Obi. Speaker Abbas ADC PDP disagree over Tinubu's responsible borrowing. Tinubu orders overhaul of military operations after Borno massacre. Naira rises to 1,530 Naira per dollar in parallel market. Elsewhere, Dangote Nupeng face-off meeting ends in deadlock. Third Mainland Bridge gridlock, residents protest demolition of houses in Oworonshoki. Colonel kidnapped in Delta communities, another headline from the Vanguard this morning. Address hardship facing Nigerians, can urges Tinubu. And suspected armed robbers attack petrol dealer in Mina. Flee with 8 million naira. From the Punch newspaper, major story, 2027, North rallies voters as South tops pre-registration list. Eagles can win in Bloemfontein, Wabali. Siasia tells Chel to rely on Lukman Arokodare. U.S. arrests convicted Nigerian in illegal migrants crackdown. Police probe body found in car at National Assembly complex. Tinubu's education policies yielding impact. UDUC VC. Nupeng shots depots as federal government Dangote talks drag. Kaduna violence. El-Rufai ADC leaders shun police invitation. Jam panel uncovers over 6,000 AI biometric malpractices. Sees allegations, court hears Oshun's suit against CBN. OPS rejects 5% fuel surcharge. TUC threatens strike. Some politics-related stories out of the Punch. 2027, Tinubu not invincible, but coalition must be disciplined. Rights activist. INEC records over 3.5 million online voter registrations. Speaker Abbas backtracks, denies condemning Nigeria's borrowing. 2026, Ekiti elders urge aspirants to focus on peace, growth. PDP Southwest chieftain defects to APC. Osun local government funds, court fixes September 22 for hearing of applications. From The Nation this morning, Osun Council's funds, court fixes September 22 to hear pending applications. EFCC grills Sujimoto CEO over 5.7 billion naira contract fraud. Minister explains Tinubu's midterm performance in Ibadan. Ex-Akwa Ibom AG faults Al-Daka's claim on Cross River's littoral status. Abiodun to AFCFTA panel in Algiers, Ogun is Nigeria's top investment destination. Let's not toy with all sector. Minister cautions unions and Edu. Soaring revenue caught in debt raise economy's profile. From the Nigerian Tribune, strike, federal government in crucial meeting with Dangote, 𝐂𝐈𝐒. 𝐂𝐻𝐻 implements unprecedented reforms in Edo civil service. When the dead can't rest in peace. It's probably an editorial from that paper. Nigerians are paying for the ineptitude of their leaders. Engineer Femi Babalola. Constitutionality of suspension of elected public officers in a state. The Abuja Agbero tragedy, why PDP may remain under APC shadow. Dele Momodu, Cross River PDP chairmanship crisis deepens as the group defends 𝐒𝐿's endorsement. I move over to the Daily Post. Nigeria's debt alarming. We must reject reckless borrowing. Abbas. Kidnap of fishermen in Cameroonian waters triggers seafood shortages. Price hike in Calabar. DSS gives Sowore 1 week ultimatum to delete post against Tinubu. 𝐿-Rufai petitions PSC. Alleges misconduct by Kaduna Police Commissioner. 7 officers. Nigerian airlines to face sanctions for flight disruptions. Strike. We are dying from snake bites. FCT doctors lament state of public hospitals. Increase in school fees caused by current economy. Ajero. Fuel price more trouble for Nigerians as federal government 𝐂𝐈𝐒 Dangote meeting ends in deadlock. Transport costs soar in Delta as petrol marketers 𝐂𝐈𝐒 begin indefinite strike. Abia government bans graduation ceremonies in nursery schools. Federal government pushes TVET reform as NAPTEB reviews syllabuses for 26 trades. And this one says Oroshoki residents block 3rd Mainland Bridge over demolition of houses. More headlines out of the Daily Post. Why I have been quiet. Dino Melaye, ADC sets up disciplinary committee over Abia leadership crisis. PDP dead controlled by APC agents from presidential villa. Dino Melaye, 2027, former Minister Shitu seeks Oyo governorship. Anambra, I won't exchange words with Soludo YPP governorship candidate Shukuma. From the Premium Times, you find these stories. Nigeria's finance minister warns West African countries against reliance on external finance. Tinubu sacks presidential aide. Decomposing body found at Nigeria's National Assembly. Nigerian lawmakers announce recovery of 200 billion naira lost revenue. Elsewhere from the Premium Times this morning, Nigeria generated $1.5 million from data protection in 2 years. Commission. 19 killed in Nepal as police opened fire on protesters. Man allegedly murders apprentice, dumps body inside refrigerator. Nigeria's finance minister already took that. We'll take another one. Nursing Council ends policy dismissing students after repeated exam failures. And lastly, West African leaders call for African-led solutions to Lassa fever. We'll take a commercial break now. When we come back, it'll be time for the analysis of the headlines. Please stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Start your day and have a good time.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
Where you need to have the break time.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
If not tea, papa gari time.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer. 𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. One day now, one day. Walk no go rest deep. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you know they complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that won't stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We don't go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
Ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀
ASAP. It's okay.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop and is it to stir? Dishes come alive with so much taste. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up pouch.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
So much in love.
Sórí ẹ̀, oníkálùkù pẹ̀lú tiẹ̀ ni o. Ojúmọ́ kan, ìdojúkọ kan ni o. O sì ní láti ṣetán láti kojú wọn. Ìyẹn nìkan ló lè fi rọ́nà lọ. Ìdí tí mi ò ṣe kí n fi oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ mi ṣeré. Ṣóyẹ oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pick mi tó ní àwọn èròjà àti okun tí mo nílò láti fi kojú ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan, ìdojúkọ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Dáradára ni gbogbo ọjọ́ láti tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pick. Ǹjẹ́ o ti jẹ tirẹ̀?
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Welcome back. It's 32 FM 94.9. It's about 17 minutes to 7 o'clock. We delve into the analysis of the headlines. I am Kenny Durutilu. Joining me for the analysis this morning is Mr. Femi Olukunle. Good morning, sir.
Kenny, good morning to you, and thank you for having me. I greet our listeners. Good morning to you.
We start off with this one. The Department of State Services has issued a one-week ultimatum to activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore, demanding that he retract a social media post that was critical of President Bola Tinubu. The content of the post was him basically labeling the president a criminal for allegedly falsely claiming in Brazil that corruption had ended under his administration. The DSS accused the post of being false, malicious, and inciting, warning that it could provoke disunity, public unrest, and may be seen as a threat to national security. Your thoughts on that one, Mr. Femi? Can we reconcile the DSS's position here with constitutional guarantee for freedom of expression?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think there is a mistake that we normally make in this country. We commit that mistake. We make the mistake rather. The mistake is that all of us compare Nigeria to United States of America, and that shows that we are in a hurry to develop. Because at times, what obtains over there may not obtain here. In the United States of America, recently, even during the electioneering, they lampooned Trump heavily. Even the major contestants against Trump, that vice president, took him to cleaners. And recently, because of his government policies, there are a lot of name calling that we read happening in the United States of America. People called the sitting president, President Trump, a lot of names. Even governors attacked him. But here in Nigeria, our own presidents are kind of gods that cannot be touched. They are kind of Napoleon that always does what is right, according to, apology to Animal Farm. However, I will not subscribe to what the usage of words by Shogore, because of the peculiarity of our own system here, that our governors are gods, the president is a god, all the political players they are worshipped in the country. So he should have been careful in the choice of his words. He should have used a milder word to describe the president. However, I need to say that the DSS is overstepping its bounds, because in what I read, DSS, aside from giving Shogore 1 week ultimatum,
I believe it's actually 1 week
to pull down what he wrote on his X handle. It also said that Shogore must make public apology through the X handle, and he must publish the apology in 2 national newspapers. So, and it became so funny to me. I wouldn't know why DSS would be the judge in its own case. So all these conditions that DSS gave Shogore is what is expected of a judge of competence jurisdiction to do. So you are saying that he should apologize in 2 national newspapers, apologize on his handle and not all that. So it is uncalled for. It's uncalled for. DSS cries more than the bereaved. There are so many. And what Shogore said took me down the memory lane when Chief Bola Tinubu, Chief Bisi Akande, and all of them, Chief Oyegun, all of them were attacking former Goodluck Jonathan as the president. Former President Goodluck Jonathan. There was no type of name that he was not called, to the extent that former President Jonathan said that he was the most abused president in the entire world, and it was true. So you see, I find it so funny. I am not justifying what Shogore did. I'm not justifying his choice of words. But you see, this present government does not want what it did to Jonathan administration, Jonathan as the president, to be replicated. And that we have seen so many cases where they go to the rooftop to shout that, hey, the president is being dragged in the mud. Anyone who serves as the president of the nation is a servant of the nation. Anyone who says the president should not be abused, that president should rather go home and be the grandfather to his grandchildren and stay at home, because any president is a servant of the nation. A 12-year-old child can tell the president, hey, Mr. President, you are not doing it right. But I'm not saying the choice of words by Shogore is good. I'm not saying that. I don't want anybody to misquote me. But that the president cannot be attacked by citizens of this country, I disagree. So DSS has cried more than the bereaved by saying giving those conditions. If DSS is aggrieved more than the president, then let it take a Showore to court and let court make the pronouncements. It will be okay.
All right, we'll take another one. The Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, has rejected the federal government's planned 5% surcharge on fossil fuel products, labeling it reckless and an act of economic wickedness. They threaten to call a nationwide strike if the government fails to scrap the proposed tax. The 5% surcharge is included in the Tax Administration Act 2025, and it applies to refined petroleum products like petrol, diesel, and aviation fuel, and is triggered at the point of sale of those products. Now, the OPS, Organized Private Sector, has rejected the move by the government to introduce that particular tax there. What's your position on this? There's also the recurring criticism that government poorly communicates some of these policies. Do you think the government has failed to explain the purpose and the benefits of this surcharge? Because we also understand that the funding for this, the tax will be used to fund road infrastructure.
They have always told us that. Anytime they want to overload us with another yoke, they tell us they want to use the proceeds from it to take care of the hospitals, to take care of the universities, to take care of roads. We have heard that one from time immemorial. It's just a way to brand it as something that should be acceptable to the people. However, I need to say that what the organized labor is calling for looks like medicine after death, because when the act was before the National Assembly, before it was signed into law, before it was passed and signed into law by the president, I don't know whether the organized labor had the opportunity to know that this tax was included, and I believe that they should have reacted by that time. So this reaction is trailing the action, and it's not. I don't think it's sensible enough. So it is unfortunate that Nigerians will have to be subjected to another heavy yoke, and it appears that our government trained in Egypt of old under Pharaoh that subjected the Israelites to heavy yokes and heavy tax, and they act like slave drivers, taskmasters of Pharaoh. If not, well, after you have removed the subsidy, and we are swimming in abject poverty, wallowing in poverty, and you want to add salt onto the face of our injuries by adding 5% tax to the fuel that we will be buying from filling stations. So I think it is wicked. It is something that cannot be considered as something good. So it has come from a mind that is wicked, honestly. So I agree with the labor people that yes, this thing is not good. But one thing I am querying is, why is labor now talking? Why are they talking now when they ought to have talked when the bill was at the National Assembly? So I don't know how well they can succeed in causing a reversal of this thing after the president has signed it into law. I don't know. I say good luck to them, because if they succeed, it is a success for all Nigerians, because what it means is that by January 2026, another problems is awaiting Nigerians.
All right, Mr. Femi, let's have you speak on the Nupeng Dangote saga. I understand that Nupeng has shut depots. The federal government is trying to weigh into that. The talks are dragging right now. We are beginning to see the effects of that across the country by way of queues and all of that. Let's get your reaction to that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yesterday evening, I just went to a filling station at Okeado to buy some liters into the tank of my car for this morning exercise. And I was so shocked when I got there. I saw a crowd of vehicles queuing up to buy fuel. And I smiled to myself that we have come again to the ugly past. Now, and then every sensible Nigerian will want to query why that should happen. Because some people believe that their own interest is being jeopardized. And what is their interest? The NUPENG of a body did not know that it had this power to go on strike until late Frank Kokori of blessed memory led them to the first strike during June 12 saga in 1993. And ever since then, they've been misusing their opportunities, subjecting Nigerians into agony through needless strike actions. And if you can remember, if our listeners can remember, I said one thing at a time, that the establishment of Dangote refinery is for the upliftment of some people and pulling down of some people. It is the upliftment of Nigerians, downtrodden Nigerians, because if they allow that refinery to function properly, it will deflate the high-handedness of people in NNPC and people in the within the chain who do whatever they like with us and with the fuel, because they know that we all rely on the fuel, because it is a commodity that dictates the social and economic life of Nigeria. Now, before the Dangote refinery came on board, these people will go on strike at any time, and they did whatever they liked. And now Dangote has discovered that these people may be affecting his own interest, jeopardizing his own interest, and he decided to take his money to buy 4,000 trucks that will ferry gas and fuel from his depot to filling stations where people will consume them. How can that lead to strike action? And he has told the people that he wants to engage that, look, if you want to work with me, no unionization. You will not unionize with these people. So it is preference. If people want to work with Dangote, let them enter into that agreement. If they want to be unions, if union will put food on their tables in their respective homes, let them say, no, we are not going to we go work with you. We want to be on the side of the union, and the union will provide food for them. We pay their school fees, the school fees of their children, pay their house rents, if that is what they choose. Now, for the NUPENG and all of them, it's not only Dangote that supplies fuel in this country. We have some depots where you people can go and lift your fuel to wherever you want to take them to. So it's a free market. So if Dangote is going this way, you go the other way. So there is no reason for you to shut down the nation, and they are doing that because they discover that Dangote has not started with his own ferrying of a commodity from his depot, his refinery to the end users. When I read it this morning, I read that these NUPENG people, said fuel should not be supplied to communication outlets, all these networks should not be supplied to manufacturing concerns, should not be supplied to hospitals and everything. See how they want to shut down Nigeria. So I think it is wickedness. Dangote has not asked you not to lift fuel from wherever you want to. Even if you want to go to him, he does not say you should not come. But Dangote will not allow you to paralyze his 20 billion naira business venture. That is why the man is going the extra mile to buy 4,000 trucks and let them ferry products to end users. And when he does that, there will be no break in chain of supply. There will be no break. So if you decide to go on strike, Dangote's trucks will supply fuel, but they want to monopolize everything. They want to control the chain of command, chain of supply, and that is why they are shouting that the Dangote has not allowed the people he wants to employ to unionize. In this Ibadan, there are some radio stations who don't allow their staff to unionize with NUJ. When I was a member of electoral committee of NUJ in a particular electoral year, they disallowed their staff to unionize, And then when some of them came to vote, we didn't allow them to vote. But they are on air. NUJ did not say that they should not go on air. They are on air. They are applying their trade. So let there be free market. You don't have to say that because Dangote says those who are going to work with him should not unionize, then you now will paralyze the nation. I think that is wickedness that government should not allow. In Constitution, Section 40 of the Constitution of Nigeria says there is freedom of association. You are free. But on Section 45, the restrictions are detailed. You cannot, your freedom cannot infringe the on national security, public safety, public order, public morality, and public health.
We have to go on a commercial break. When we come back, we'll be delving into more of that, and of course, taking your reactions to save us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
ṣé o rántí bí màmá wa ṣe máa ń tètè jí láti se oúnjẹ àárọ̀ fún wa?
A gbọ́dọ̀ wá ohun tó jọjú ṣe fún màmá o.
Sọ̀dọ̀ fún màmá rẹ báyìí pẹ̀lú ìrìnàjò lọ sí Zanzibar nínú ìdíje ìyárere fọ́dún 2025 ti 3 Crowns Milk. Lo lẹ́tà kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú orúkọ màmá rẹ láti kọ àkọsílẹ̀ kó o sì fi ránṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwòrán agolo 3 Crowns 6 tàbí àpò níyẹ̀fun rìfíìlì rẹ̀ 2 tàbí sáṣẹ́ẹ̀tì rẹ̀ 30 sórí www.3crowns.com.ng tàbí àwọn ibùdó ìgbẹ̀bùn wa kó o lè láǹfààní láti jẹ. Ó ní ìlànà àti òfin o. 3 Crowns Milk, ìlera àwọn màmá, ayọ̀ ẹbí.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop and easy to stir. Dishes come alive with so much taste. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up pouch.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand up pouch.
So much enough.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. Ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀
àsápù. It's okay.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Start your day and have a good time.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
Where you need to have the break time.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
If not tea, papa garita.
𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer. 𝐃𝐈𝐒 creamer.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
The Break of Dawn Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9. It's time to take your reactions to the headlines this morning. The phone lines are 0906 200949, 0705 5949, 080 970 949. We're also live on Facebook. We'll take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Europe.
All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, on the ongoing strike by banks and the like, as far as I'm concerned, shutting down depot across the country is not a good one. So, yes, because it's like they are not putting the masses, and they are not considering the masses in their fight. Because we all know that this will further inflict more suffering and hardship on the Nigerians. And I think it's high time the government rise up to the occasion and arrest the situation, because we don't want the issue to escalate more than this. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Thank you very much for your time there. Again, 0906 2009 49 0809 7009 49. We'll take this one. Hello. Good morning.
Kenny, good morning.
Good morning. Okay.
This is okay. Actually, like the Lukule said, he used every word. The word should not have been used. But what he said is actually the truth. I think that's one of the things we must learn in this part of the world. You just don't open your mouth and call somebody a party. It's only the court that has the right to call those things. So I think that's then. Lukule, we have this popular saying in my part of the world that he that uses cutlass to cut people's neck, he does not allow somebody with cutlass to stay behind him. I think that is what the president and DSS and others are doing. And please, on this CVR INEC thing, there is something I've noticed. You schedule an appointment, sometimes you get there by 2. They will tell you they have closed for the day. I think INEC, maybe they should have more registration centers for the physical capturing. They have said 3.5 million, but it's not really working now. A lot of people are not allowed to do this physical capturing. I think INEC should please, let's look into it. Since people are interested in registering and having their voters card.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, for your reaction, Mr. Femi. You want to add your voice to that? Talk about the INEC registrations.
Well, I think I agree with okay, because when people choose to go and register, it is because they are civil and they are alive to their social responsibility. And for them to get there, an INEC man who is employed, who is paid from people's taxes to attend to them, telling them that they have closed at 2 p.m., I think it's an insult on the people. And that is one of those reasons that this nation has not developed. All these civil servants, majority of them are the problem of this nation. They are more devilish than the politicians, because they are the ones that teach politicians how to go about taking from a national treasury. They are the ones. So I believe that they must change. They must have a change of mind, so that anyone who wants to register will be registered.
Hello, good morning.
Registered.
Hello, good morning. What's your name?
Hello, good morning. My name is Ade from UI. I just want to commend Speaker Abbas for at last coming out to tell the whole world his own stand on the reckless borrowing of the present government.
I don't know if you saw the report about him backtracking, saying that.
I think if he's backtracking, I said on a post yesterday that the man should expect intimidation, suspension, and leaving office as speaker in the next few days. Maybe that's what the message has been saying. But what is obvious, the video has been spreading, you cannot be denying again. And the message, a reasonable person must have seen the message, must have known that, okay, the man is being intimidated. But what the bottom line is that he has said whether we want to reverse the game, but I want to challenge other supporters of APC, aiding this man, borrowing spree. You are destroying the future of your unborn generation. Why those that you are supporting are enjoying by your children that are coming to ask, Daddy, what did you do that time? We will tell them that your daddy was abating and supporting bad leadership. Those are the best of today.
All right, thank you. Mr. Femi, please go ahead and react to that. The speaker, he said he's not opposing federal government's borrowing.
Sincerely, when I first read that, it was when I got to the studio here that I saw the backtracking. But what I read was what he said. And where I was happy, just like Ade said, I was very happy that this is a high person, a big man, number 4 person in the country, speaking truth to the executive arm of government. We are recklessly borrowing money here, and if the president says he's building economy for unborn generation, that means he's building debt, humongous debt for unborn generation. So, but unfortunately, he has backtracked, and he must have seen handwriting on the wall. They must have been threatening him. But how I wish people who are in government should they be bold enough to speak truth to the executive arm.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Principal Me Adefusi calling from Ampata.
Good morning, welcome.
It is very unfortunate that we have criminals in government. Once you have money, definitely you can become somebody in politics. That is the fact in Nigeria, because even if you have the experience, where would you get 100 million naira, 50 million naira? That is why Nigeria economy is in shambles. That is why we are not moving forward. You can imagine Mr. President said he will not borrow anymore. And now he wanted to borrow $1.75 billion. Then our internal debt now is 149 trillion naira under him. And he keeps giving money to the politicians, keep enriching them, keep giving them money. These people are not updoing. You know them. And your economic policy is in your hands. You said you doubled their allocation. You doubled the allocation of irresponsible people that are not responsible to their people. You double their allocation. They will not do anything. You are just enriching you are taking from the poor and giving to the rich. That is what he has been doing. Even if Mr. President Bola Tinubu spend maybe 30 years, nothing will change for better in our economy. That's my submission.
All right, good morning. Thank you for your time. We're live on Facebook, 32FM949 for you on Facebook. I'll take one more call before we take some reactions on Facebook.
Morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name?
All right. See, the statement created by our speaker, we need to commend him. But anything that they write against him, maybe is from the issue of Mr. President. Because what the speaker said yesterday, all the newspaper published it that the reckless borrowing of Mr. President, that our debts of over 49 trillion is very worrisome. Not only that, this is the president who came out few days ago that we are meet up the target. Following this, Nigeria wants to borrow $1.75 billion. That means we can't get it right. Mr. President using lies and deceit to play with our intelligence, which is very bad.
Right.
So, we Nigerians, it is time for us to open our eyes very well. We should not allow anyone to use propaganda to deceive us again. That's my own submission. Thank you.
All right, thank you. On Facebook, Toluwalashe Adetola says Nubank strike should not be accommodated in this period of time because it will really affect businesses and the economy. Therefore, the federal government should intervene in the matter urgently and put an end to the issue of monopolistic practices of Dangote. Fawole Femi says, top of the morning to all 32FM family. DSS is not fair, excuse me, by giving the outspoken human rights activist Omoyele Sowore all these conditions concerning his post on the issue of corruption in Nigeria. However, with the position of our analysts that the choices of words used by Sowore is quite damaging and hostile, but DSS should not use those as an excuse to go about declaring or doing what is outside the mandate of their work. All right, Buluwatifea Demijuwon says the news about the turnout of registered voters within just 3 weeks is encouraging, but I hope these individuals didn't register solely to get the card, but will also turn out en masse during the 2027 election and vote out the administration we've been complaining about, which has worsened Nigeria's prospects rather than fostering prosperity. Adedamola Okwala says the issue between Dangote and Nubank shouldn't lead to strike. The federal government should intervene quickly. Strike is in the sector could cause Nigerians a lot. Good morning. That's so much we can take this morning by way of messages and comments on the Papers Review this morning. We return tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Mr. Femi, thank you for the analysis of the headlines.
Thank you for having me.
As well. My name is Kenny Durotilu. The Smart Kid Show is up next. Good morning.